Yeah. Hi and welcome to AFTV. I've got Turkish with me. We've just lost to Man City 2-1 with 10 men. But I want to start with, I want to know a lot of positives to take from today over negatives. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't see many negatives to take from today. One being the person who gave away the penalty. Some people think it was unfair. I look at it as a bit of a similar mistake we've seen in the past and a failure to learn from those mistakes. But in general, your question, far more positives today to take than negatives. Not that it meant much in the end. But listen, I came today wanting a performance, wanting to be in the game 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes. We was in it 90 minutes. And their goal at the end, scrappy one, lucky. And we had 10 men. So all in all, there's definitely more positives today than negatives.
You briefly spoke about Zhaka then, and I want to ask you, do you think it would have been a bit an odd decision for Arteta to have left out Zhaka today? I know you said about him making a mistake, but I know if he wasn't in the side, a lot of fans would be questioning, well, why he's not in it. You know how much trust Arteta has in him.
You said it at the end there, the trust Arteta has in him. Arteta plays Zhaka when Zhaka's fit. Whether he's returning from injury, we've seen before he comes straight back into the team. In the summer, he got a new contract amid rumours he's about to leave. And he's part of the leadership group. So I think there wasn't a question of whether Zhaka's going to start today or not. Arteta's made that decision before, and it seems that Zhaka Partey is our midfield partnership.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been a shock if he left Zhaka out today. I'm not saying he should have. You look at the first goal, Zhaka played a key part in that. Quick movement, that's something I ask of him, something he's been lacking in years gone by. He's too slow and immobile. Today, that first half, he done well. Yeah. And on top of doing well, you know, that key pass for the goal opens things up. But then the second half comes, and there's always that moment for Zhaka in game. I guess that moment was a bit because he is immobile. He got twisted inside out by Bernardo. It was soft. Bernardo, didn't need much contact to go down, but a flailing leg and a pull on the shirt. There's two moments there that VAR can look at. And we already know the standards of the referees in this country and VAR. So on top of stop making silly, rash decisions like that, don't leave it to these men to make the decisions, because we've seen time and time again, especially against Arsenal, things don't really go our way. In the first half, I think we should have had a penalty. Ref didn't even get asked to look at it.
On Odegaard, yeah, you think that should have been a pen? And you're right there. We just said there they didn't get him go and look at it. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it now afterwards on Twitter, a little clip of it, and Ederson doesn't touch the ball. Ederson and Odegaard's feet collide at the same time, but at that moment, Odegaard is more in control of the ball, and Odegaard's foot hits the ball next. Ederson's foot hits Odegaard's foot. Yeah. In modern day, that is a penalty. What I've seen VAR do over the last couple of years gives that as penalties. We just didn't seem to get it today. I don't know why. And when we go on and score and we go into half-time 1-0 up in a good spirit, we forget about that moment.
Yeah.
But after the 90 minutes, you have to look at it and say, well, they had the penalty where, fans are divided on it. We had a penalty where fans are not so much divided on it, but we didn't get it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to make this whole thing about Granit Xhaka at all, but I just want to quickly ask you before we move on. He's part of the leadership group. He got given the armband as Lacazette come off. Were you surprised to see that? Because Rob Holding was on the pitch as well, who's part of the leadership group. I thought he was going to go to, but he went to Granit Xhaka. Do you feel any words on that?
Again, same thing I said before. He's Arteta's man. Yeah. Am I surprised? I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I thought maybe they've had a word. Tierney's on the pitch too. True. For me, Tierney's the captain to be. As long as he stays injury-free, I think he should be the next Arsenal captain. So it would have been nice to see him pass the armband. Yeah. I think passing to Zhaka after he's had a Zhaka moment, and I call that a Zhaka moment because he's had a lot of them. Most mistakes leading to goals conceded. Granit Xhaka, a lot of red cards in his time since he's been here. I'm not happy with Granit Xhaka being the captain of Arsenal Football Club, but at the same time, we ain't got a captain. We ain't definitively, said this is our captain. Last couple of times we've made that decision. It's gone pear-shaped both times. It is what it is, that we're going to have to wait till the end of the season and hope Arteta makes the right choice. But with Granit Xhaka, I can't keep on saying the same things I'm always going to say. He's of that age now where it's not like I can stand here and say he needs to learn from his mistakes. I can stand here now and say he hasn't learned from his mistakes. And that's where we're at the moment with Granit Xhaka. I think we need an upgrade in midfield. I thought that in the summer. I thought that 2 years ago. Will we do it? January, we're in January now, so we'll see.
Okay, let me round off on this, Turkish. I want to end with the word trust, and in the sense of, has the trust changed for you as a fan at Arsenal Football Club so far? I know how heavy you are on the Cronkies, and I think Stan is I'm going to use them as a separate entity here. I think I'm looking more towards Josh Kroenke and also Mikel Arteta, the board on the recruitment team. Is your trust building on what you're seeing so far with Arsenal, regardless of the history of what's been going on? But the trust, is it become more built in you?
Yeah. Regarding Arteta and Edu, do I trust them more now than I did in the summer? Yes. Reason being because they've given me something to trust. Listen, fans like this flip-flop term, and fans, if you sway in an opinion, whether it's in a couple of days or a couple of months or a couple of years, this flip-flop term gets flung about.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if a man and a club signs Willian and he has the season that he had, that's what I'm going to judge the men that made that decision or the people that made that decision on. But then if they go and have a window like they just done with Ben White, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Tavares, etc., then I'm going to change that judgment a bit, because those signings have actually worked out quite well so far.
Yeah.
I can't still judge you on Willian. I've still got that in the back of my mind, but at the same time, they've made inroads in terms of a bit more trust. They made inroads in terms of, all right, let's see what you're going to do in January.
Yeah.
Not so much, the world's about to end anymore. Because in the last few years with Arsenal and the fan base and the division, it's like every other result, the world's about to end.
Yeah.
But I think now what Arteta and Edu have done, and I really want Edu's name in this as well, because I've always put Edu's name in when I'm being critical. I think they've given themselves a platform to be trusted a bit more.
Right.
Not wholeheartedly.
Right.
Ask me, do I think Arteta wins you the Premier League title? No. But at Arsenal Football Club, how far are we from the Premier League title? I don't think that question's fair right now.
Okay, yeah.
But if you ask me, have we made progress? It seems so. But we'll see what this season, holds in store. We've got 18 games left. We're still in top four regardless of today's result. We've got a big one against the top four rival Tottenham, who's just changed their manager, Antonio Conte. Putting the similar level of performance that we did today, I think you beat Tottenham.
Okay.
I think you beat Tottenham. This is Man City today. A Man City that won 10 games on the trot. And they had, 2 shots on target, one being the penalty.
Yeah.
The other one being in the 93rd minute, a scrappy one in the 80th. So for me, today's performance, first question you asked, positives and negatives, far more positives today. But one of those negatives held us back today again. But it's not all on him. Like I said, Zhaka helped with the first goal, fucked up with the equaliser. We leave with our heads held high today, for once against a big team.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.